What's up, yo? Oh, the camera placement on the players is so much better. We can see both their faces. We can see Twitch chat. Oh my god. Josh won 3-1 last set?
Yes.
Nice.
Josh beat Kata, and it was pretty convincing. Kata won game 1, but...
I saw that.
Yeah, then Josh won 3 games in a row, which makes it feel more like a 3-0,
yeah,
you know?
I know what you mean.
Wow. Oh my god. I really think that the determinant of Mott winning this is going to be his ability to get in. JoJo's really good at walling out with nairs.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that a lot of Josh's fancy movement disguises the fact that, like, he's a really, really patient player at his core in terms of how he looks for his openings. He's not a rush-down player with his movement. He uses it more for mix-ups in the scrap, you know?
Totally. I really do think that's, like, the interesting thing about Josh as a player in that always, for many, many years, because, you know, I've played this guy in tournament over the course of many years at this point. Yeah. Maybe like 5. He's very defensive, very focused on keeping his opponent out.
Oh! Shoutouts to Rockman. Free Rockman.
Free Rockman. Fight DMCA.
Continue with what you're saying. He's really defensive.
Yeah, he's very defensive. He likes retreating aerials. He likes movements on platforms. Platform movement is generally defensive movement, not offensive movement. Yeah. And then he makes his big, crazy reads, not in neutral, but after the hit.
Yeah. I think that's a really good breakdown of Josh's playstyle. And then Mott, I mean, Mott is just like... He's also a really patient player, to be honest, but he's someone who I think vacillates really well in the way that good Fox players can do between, oh, I'm not hitting you, I'm running away, like that into you know, that nair right there, it was a reaction to seeing JoJo put out that forward tilt, but you could see before that, look, he's just dash dancing in the corner, and then he tries to whiff punish again the forward tilt, and even though neither of those nairs actually managed to true whiff punish the forward tilt from JoJo, he uses it to start up pressure sequences, he uses it to force Falcon into a defensive situation, and then that's how he starts getting his mileage.
Yeah, totally. I mean, Fox's nair having extremely low end lag, you know, most of the time, okay, I can avoid getting hit by it, but all I can really do is shield, and it's a good move on shield. And totally agreed. I think that's kind of what you see in really strong Fox players. Extremely defensive tendencies mixed with highly aggressive tendencies. I think Fox as a character is unique in that sense.
Feels like Mott sort of got JoJo on the ropes right now. What can he do with this? Good falling up here. Can he get one more? Not quite. Okay. Oh, that should do it. All right, Mott Money takes game 1.
Yeah, great full jump, threatening the shine, forcing JoJo to pull back, and then just hitting him for it. I really think that edgeguarding Falcon has gotten significantly more complicated, you know, since the past 5 years or so, but it's still pretty bad.
It's still pretty bad. Yeah, I agree. Ooh.
Oh!
Drop zone. Oh, he dies though, and Mott's gonna live. Oh, that's tragedy for JoJo.
Yeah, I'm really curious if maybe a drop zone up air or something with less end lag would have been better there. But it's so hard not to go for the knee when you see it, you know?
I mean, it's hard to really criticize that because you can do drop zone knee there and live, you know? He just messed up his execution, but the idea was good.
Totally.
Ooh, wow, that's cute. Making it look like Falcon has that missing hitbox on his up air. You know about that, right?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you know the Tipman hitbox on Ganon?
Of course.
So Falcon's supposed to have that too.
Oh.
But he has great punish there from JoJo. Falcon's last hit of his or the end of his up air, there's like a hitbox there, but it doesn't work. He's supposed to have it. Or maybe they took it out and were like, this is too strong, but the way they took it out, they like still left remnants of it.
That's pretty strange.
Yeah.
Good thing though, because if Falcon's up air had more hitboxes, I'd cry. I'd never win this matchup.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man, it's always a little sad when Fox has missed that, but it is very difficult on Battlefield.
It is.
Yeah, and so I think we are seeing more what we were talking about before, where JoJo's really keeping Mott out.
Yeah, I agree, but now when he's in, that's going to be a really, really quick stock.
Yeah.
See, I feel like JoJo is playing in really close proximity to Mott a lot of the time, you know what I mean? But it's an interesting range because Josh obviously is so good at instant up air and like doing these little micro-spacing things that I think he's actually really comfortable being basically right at the range of like a Falcon forward tilt. Not that that's the move he's looking for a lot of the time, but a lot of the time you'd think that that's Fox territory, being in that range. But Josh sort of thrives there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's how Josh gets so good at the Fox matchup. Okay. Where he is very good at the range that is traditionally strong for Falcon, this kind of farther range.
Yeah.
With the, you know, the dash back stomp, the retreating back airs there.
Yeah.
But then he has all this sort of unique technology that fights.
Heartbreak for Mott Money right there. He absolutely should have had that game. Just no two ways about it.
Yeah. That's tough. But yeah, Josh being strong at the mid-range and not just the far range is what keeps him in the game versus all these really good Foxes.
Yeah, I mean, Yoshi's is where you expect to be more mid-range. You were talking so much about Josh trying to keep Mott out, and now actually it's Mott who has to keep Josh out because you're going to die to a knee at 70%.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Falcon's ability to overshoot, Falcon's ability to kill early. This stage is tough for Falcon, but it's also so scary.
Dude, I think that's one of the reasons that Yoshi's is just such a sick stage in general, not except in teams, is because like so many of the characters who nominally don't want to be playing quote unquote at close range in this game have potential kill options at pretty low percents in comparison. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, Peach doesn't like being on Yoshi's is the stereotype. Puff doesn't like being on Yoshi's. Some people think Marth doesn't like being on Yoshi's. But it feels like there's a nice sort of push and pull where there's characters can still kill you at like 70%, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, in my experience playing, I'll play, you know, Marth Fox on this stage, and the Fox will be going and going and going, and I'll be in shield, and I'll be in the corner, and the Fox will get me to 110, and then, oh, forward smash kills at 50.
Exactly. I don't know. I think that's a cool aspect of Melee, that the characters who have, like, early kill options, like early actual kill options, not like a shine spike or a low percent kill option, are typically the ones who, like, don't want to scrap that much too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a good little dynamic that we have in this game.
Yeah, that's a reason I was interested in playing a lot more Sammy singles. Maybe I could convince Ryobeat to do a side bracket for that or something.
I'm gonna gasp so many times about what's happening. Oh my god. Despite all that, it still feels like Mott Money's game. Great ASDI down by JoJo. Can he close it out? Oh! I don't know. Did he want Randall?
It looks like if he knew Randall was there, it would have been strong. But
Yeah, but I don't think he did. Or like he realized once he had already jumped out. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, even though Josh is really good at that mid-range, he got so much damage off of Nair into dash back, drift towards you, stomp. It's this really weird mix-up where they're just, they look like they're moving back, but they're moving a little closer to you than you thought. And so we see he goes to Pokemon, a stage that gives you much more horizontal room to do those options.
Something else I love about Melee is like, I've never seen other Falcons, at least at like a good level, do Josh's up airs, you know what I mean? And it's like, Josh is a really good player. He's not like top 100 level, but what's so cool is that your local Melee player is doing stuff you don't see any other main of that character do. That's so great. That's such a great thing about this game.
Yeah, and I know for sure Josh prides himself as an innovator outside of his, know, standard kind of skill.
We saw some of it on Yoshi's. He went for his little... so the thing that he's been labbing a lot in quarantine is he'll from ledge, he'll wave dash onto a platform, and then he'll teeter cancel, and then use the teeter cancel to do a super fast turnaround shield drop knee or up air or something. And we saw that on Yoshi's. He's not going to get the same opportunities for it here just because the platforms are further from the corners. Yeah. You can see, actually... makes it so that he chooses options like side B from ledge to try and get off because he doesn't have his neat platform tricks, but still doing well in this game.
Yeah, we saw a couple of those really crucial stomps earlier, and now there's just so much pressure on Mott to push in when, you know, you don't really want to feel pressure to approach in this game.
Oh.
Wow.
I do want to shout out that Mott, I don't think a single one of those edge cancels that JoJo throws out in neutral has hit Mott. Every time he sees JoJo drifting towards the edge of a platform, he knows that it's going to be an edge cancel into an up air. And so he's shielded it pretty much every time, which is really safe because JoJo is typically drifting away from him, so you can't really start up shield pressure afterwards.
Yeah, totally. I think Mott noticed what you were saying before, that JoJo has extremely fancy technical movement, and he largely uses it for defensive purposes.
Right, yeah.
And so those edge cancels are going to be retreating aerials. Again,
Exactly.
like you said.
Yeah, once you recognize that, I mean, one of the real strong things in this game is being able to throw out a quote-unquote defensive option, something like dash back stomp that we're talking about so much with Josh, or Falco's retreating down air or something, and then turn it into your own conversion. But it does mean that if you recognize that those are really options that are meant to prey on your offense, then you can sort of ignore them.
Yes.
By just not going in.
Totally. Yeah, if you know your opponent is trying to get you to come into their space and not trying to invade your space, then why move? They're not trying to hit you. You can stay still. And then approach when you feel more comfortable.
Ooh, JoJo gets out of the corner. That feels really big, especially because Mott feels so suffocated against the nair wall. Okay, there it is again. Oh, that could have been it.
Oh, yeah, he delayed the knee just a second too much.
Oh, hold on a second.
Another nail biter. I don't know if my heart can take it. And that's it.
Nice. Oh, that was... Oh, wait.
No.
Okay. If he had angled up, he was alive there, actually. that was a little scary.
Yeah. I like a lot how Josh takes his cursor off of the character select screen as a way of stopping his opponent from instantly going into the next
You're
match.
Starting on my time. We aren't playing until I'm good and ready. Okay, so Fountain, this is going to be interesting because very common counter pick against Falcon. It limits his aerial approaches because he'll land on the platforms. But what we know is that Josh has really unconventional ways to approach when there's platforms around him, so I'm interested to see how he approaches it.
Yeah, this stage... Nice. This stage, traditionally thought much worse for Falcon than FDR Yoshi's, has actually become better for Falcon than those stage.
I fully agree. Oh, no!
Big SD.
Okay, but that can go one of two ways, right? That can go either for JoJo, fuck, I SD'd, and now I'm falling apart, I'm getting comboed by these falling up airs, or it can feel like, you know what, I was so far ahead before I SD'd. Although at this level,
yeah. I have been there. Ooh.
Okay, sorry. Here's my controversial hot take.
Okay.
Spaceys need to stop SDIing in on knee, because if you don't SDI in there, it's so much harder to get the second knee. Do you know what I mean?
Totally. No, a lot of Spaceys are so proud. A lot of Spaceys are so proud of their SDI. They're like, I want to show how good I am at SDI. And then they end up just holding in on combos.
That was such a great low percent kill from JoJo.
Yeah, I think that's another Rockman shout out, the weak knee that they can't tech.
Yeah. Oh, look at the walls! It's back air, nair, up air. How do you get in? Okay, but he just pushes him into the corner. He says, actually, I don't need to hit you. I can just put you there. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, knockdown. What can Mott Money do with this? Oh! Okay, I actually really love that he went for the run-off back air there. Maybe it was just what his heart told him to do, but it beats some Omsa Tech options. So.
Wow. Speaking of Omsa Techs.
All of a sudden, it's Mott Money in control. No jump! He just comes up with an up air. He has to go to ledge again. He's dead!
Yeah,
He's dead! That's it! Oh! Yeah.